Hello, everyone. A while back, a long while back, I did a video as it relates to graded comic books, CGC versus PGX. Pros and cons of both companies. Of course, the pro being with CGC is that the books will sell for more because people believe that CGC is the superior grading company, and so their books graded by CGC are going to be just 10 times more than a book graded by anybody else. But then I put the cost factor in there, and the amount of cost to grade books, and the overall profit margin really wasn't as great as people thought. And that's pretty much where I left it. And I keep getting these messages from a viewer who keeps saying I'm a PGX homer and an anti-CGC guy, and stop bad mouthing the great CGC. So here's a response to that. First of all, I'm not a PGX guy. I'm not a CGC guy. I have graded comics in my collection, all of which are CGC. I have never sent a book in to get graded because, like I've said many times, I prefer raw books. But I have always stated in my videos, if I can find a book, a CGC book, cheaper graded than the raw price, I'm going to buy it. Because, like I say, that's a no-brainer. Every book I've ever opened on my videos, graded books that have come in, have been what? CGC. If you want to buy the Kool-Aid and believe that CGC is fantastic and they have the great reputation and they're honest and they're doing what's best for the comic industry, you need to stop collecting comics, because CGC doesn't do what's best for the comic industry. CGC has hurt the comic industry in the sense that now everybody gets these books and sees that an 8 sells for $50 and a 9.4 sells for $600, and so their book automatically is a 9.4 and they think that's what it is. He also went on to tell me that PGX sells books on eBay. Really? Okay. Let's say PGX does sell books on eBay. So does CGC. They just don't put up the CGC banner and say, CGC now selling books on eBay. No. They'll sell their books through Mile High or Metropolis or another big comic industry that, if you look at their websites and you see every key book from Golden Age, Silver Age, and Bronze Age that they have had graded by CGC are always 9.6, 9.4, 9.2, books in the tens of thousands of dollars. These are the same people who advertise in the Overstreet. And in their advertisements, always put down CGC, authorized dealer, we sell CGC. They're the same ones who out there and badmouth other companies because they have an invested interest in CGC being successful, because, in my opinion, and if you look at the stats, or you look at the history on eBay, or at comic shows, or any of that stuff, these companies are getting better graded books than you and I would get, because there has to be a kickback system. CGC has to be getting something back. CGC books are not perfectly graded. You see videos all the time that, their books, they make mistakes on their books, and, it's, no one says anything about that, but a guy puts a video up of a PGX books on his Ninja Turtle #1 that comes back, and he starts hyperventilating, oh my God, my book is no good, they changed the book on me. You want me to believe the video? Do me a favor. Shoot the video to where the case and the comic are on the camera at all times. Not where you have the book on the counter and then it miraculously disappears, and another one comes up, and then he's looking at it. Oh my God, it's a different book. Maybe you changed the book. Maybe you have a vested interest in watching PGX fail. I know PGX took care of you because everybody said they took care of them because they knew they were wrong. No, they took care of them because they were a new company and it's called customer service. Just like any business, a restaurant, if you don't like their food, even though you ate it all, tell them that, they'll do something for you. So do me a favor. Don't sit there and judge people because they want to use a certain company or another. I don't send books in to get graded. Like I said, I like raw books to be graded. I don't have a vested interest. All my videos are my opinions. You don't believe me about, the CGC, issue. Look on eBay. Look up some of these big comic companies or these big comic sellers that are getting big money for their books, and you'll see they have multiple books in their collection, all graded from CGC, all high-end grades. Oh yeah, and if you don't think that CGC wants you to have high-graded books in those key issues, they charge a percentage of what the book is going to grade out at. So they know that if they're going to make $500 on a book that they grade a 9.2 on some key golden issue, or they can make $1,000 on it if they give it a 9.4, what do you think they're going to give it? They're going to give it the 9.4 because they're going to get the higher grade. Okay? People need to check their facts before they just start throwing it out there. Again, CGC is serving you the Kool-Aid. You're drinking it. I'm not. Again, this is my opinion. Hope you liked it. If you didn't, as always, nothing I can do for you. Have a great night, and thanks to everybody who's supporting the videos. Good night.